Hello, sophomores of Honors English. We will now start discussing The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald, and we will cover the context you need, the characters, a simple summary, common themes, and a couple motifs. On the left here is a picture of what the book cover looks like, and on the right is what the movie poster looks like, because it is also a movie. Right, so the author of The Great Gatsby is F. Scott Fitzgerald, and he's most known for writing The Great Gatsby and other stories as well that take place in the 1920s. Oh, I kind of just gave this away, but The Great Gatsby takes place in the 1920s, in 1922 specifically. And the 20s are often associated with jazz, dancing, parties, and unfortunately, crime. The Great Gatsby includes all these aspects, but especially parties and crime, and it takes place in Long Island in New York. So almost a century later, and we're still reading The Great Gatsby. And this is because it's considered to be a literary canon, meaning it's a valued piece of writing. It's known for exploring themes that continue to be relevant today. All right, so these are the main characters. So we have Jay Gatsby, who is very rich and doesn't always follow the law. Nick Carraway, who is the narrator. Tom and Daisy Buchanan, who are very rich and superficial people. Jordan Baker, who is Daisy's friend. And Myrtle and George Wilson, who are lower class people, but Myrtle is very unhappy about that. There are many characters, but once you start reading, you'll realize that they're all very distinctive, right? They all have very big personalities, so you won't get them confused. All right, so please pause to read this brief summary. Okay, great. So, what we see here is that Tom and Myrtle are both unfaithful people, and Tom is especially violent. Gatsby is very much in love with Daisy, even though she is married. He moved near Daisy actually to see her, and he throws big parties in hopes that one day she'll show up. Tom doesn't like noticing the um, growing chemistry between Gatsby and Daisy, which is ironic because he himself is unfaithful. And as you've read, the story ends tragically. So here are a couple commonly discussed themes of the novel. So there's the emptiness of people who seem to have everything, and the American dream. So just to refresh, a theme is the main idea that runs deeper than the plot. In the story, reputation matters a lot, so much that people like Gatsby, for example, lie to preserve their reputation. And there is a big focus on success and being rich. What's most impressive is becoming rich from being poor, which many people will describe to be the American dream. So, a motif is an image, idea, or symbol that helps to develop a theme. For example, this billboard with the eyes, the eyes of T.J. Eckleberg, may be interpreted as the eyes of God. This signifies that the characters are being watched as they commit crimes and are unfaithful, which supports a theme of loss of religion that is common for writing that takes place in the 20s. Okay, so here are your questions for today. The first one is to write about four characters. The second one is to write about one theme or one motif. And the last one is to give a couple reasons as to why we might be studying The Great Gatsby. So please answer these on a sheet of binder paper that you'll bring to class tomorrow. And your answers do not need to be correct, but they do need to be complete. Thank you and see you soon.